And that's it.
Howdy, everyone.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
all y'all. All y'all. That's redundant. All y'all. All is
Hi.
everything. Y'all is everything.
Where is that around? Is which area of America is where they say y'all?
Southern,
Y'all.
like Texas.
Southern Texas. Okay, because that's what they say on that I'm a Survivor sanctuary, animal sanctuary, which I love to watch. Yeah,
All
that's
y'all.
what they say. Hi y'all. Hi y'all.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I was just shuffling it. The five of swords just popped out.
Oh.
It's going to make for an interesting day, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hello, Karen. Hello, Anita. Hello, Vaporama. Hi, Lee. So, Vaporama says, hey, y'all. Are you from the South?
All y'all. Hi, all y'all.
Where that straw was, it looked as if he was wearing braces. And saying hi, y'all, that's very Southern. And it just, at a glimpse, it looks like that's a brace, like the farmer's braces. Holds up your
Mhm.
trousers.
Oh, bib overalls. Overalls.
No, the braces that hold up trousers. You don't know what braces are?
Braces.
Yeah,
Oh, what do they
they
call them here? They don't call them braces.
don't know. Don't know what they call them.
Trouser holder thingies.
Mm.
Oh, suspenders. Yeah. Lee said it.
Do you
Suspenders.
call them suspenders?
Yeah.
You're joking. Do you know what they mean for in the UK? Suspenders.
Penis?
It goes with
No.
corsets and stockings. It's like sexy.
Oh, I was close.
Suspenders. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
So that's kind of like that card that popped out, the Five of Swords. That's kind of like an omen of what we're going to be covering today. We got some pretty cool topics we're going to be tackling today, and it's going to be
Yeah.
interesting to see how these come out.
And how have you been today? What have you been doing?
Been working. I made a new video on.
Hmm.
Actually, I uploaded it to YouTube. I haven't published it yet. I'm going to publish it probably tomorrow night. Um, whoops, hang on. And it's interesting because I started listening to some videos, and apparently some of these rock and roll singers are just, they're losing their voices. It makes you wonder, if it's just age, or maybe
Yeah.
the clones are breaking down. But like John Bon Jovi and Paul Stanley from Kiss, yeah. But then again, there's some that like Steven Tyler from Aerosmith, who can still hit that high note on "Dream On," you know. And there's a guy from Steel Panther. His name is Michael Starr on Steel Panther. His real name is Ralph Saenz, and he's he's like not much younger than I am, and he can hit these hard rock notes perfectly. And so, but then you have people like David Lee Roth, the old singer of Van Halen, who ugh, I saw them in 2014.
And they're
Not
not so good.
very good. Not so good. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
um, LA Lover Girl says, seriously, Greg, first time I have not seen you in
I
tie
saw
dye.
that. I saw that.
That's I got my prop here. I did that video, and I wore my Marshall amplifier shirt for that video. So it's a rock video. So
You
had to
look
wear
lovely in
the.
that t-shirt. I like you in that.
Thank you. I had to wear the appropriate clothing for that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So how was your day, baby?
Painful.
You
Had
had a little trip today.
had lots of dental work done today.
Yeah.
So they didn't end up doing the root canal again today,
Again.
but it's good news actually, because when he asked, because he put something temporary in there, and he said, "Have you had any trouble?" And I said, "No, I've had no trouble." So he said, "Well, that's work that out. We don't need to do that work, so we're going to do all the other work." So I've had I can't remember if he said 2 or 3 fillings in there. So I've had a lot of work done, and a clean of the teeth and everything. And so yeah, I haven't got to see him for three months. So good
Okay.
for me. I like that.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he literally injected me. He's been working on all of my mouth. I had I can't remember, about 15 injections in my mouth.
Uninsurable's asking, is dental work free in England?
It is if you're on a low income, and it is for some people. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Otherwise, it's very, very expensive. Oh, hi Tracy. Oh, you all right, lovely lady? Now, Tracy came to the wedding. You've met Tracy Stenbridge?
Yes. Yep.
With her daughter, Kaylee.
Yep.
Yeah. Kaylee was very pregnant, I think, if I remember right. Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, been doing much dental work for me too. Oh, so it's not nice, is it? It's not nice dental work. It's the worst thing ever. It's so abnormal to have somebody drilling into your skull. It really, it never goes right. It's like, this is so bizarre.
And the sound of that drill.
Oh, it goes right through you. I came out, I got into the car. My legs were jelly, and I got into the car and I was shaking like this.
Aw.
So I went round mum's today. So yeah. Oh, that's what I've heard, Paula. You can't get an NHS dentist in the area. You see, this is why in the first place I booked up a dental appointment, because if you don't go, they kick you out, and they're precious, to get an NHS dentist, because they're all going private. They're all going, and so you have to travel for miles around to try and get a dentist. If if you're entitled to it free, you're going to want to get it free, aren't you? So
I think I heard somewhere that dentists have like one of the highest rates of suicide. I'm going to look that up.
really,
Yeah.
yeah. Could have used a nice used car instead. I agree. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Let me say hello to everybody. So I've said hello to Karen, Anita, Vampirama, Lee, Love a Girl, Ros Rodriguez. Yeah, we say y'all down here in Texas. And is Horace. What else have we got? Andrea, Debbie, Fern, Uninsurable, Tracy, Karen. I think we've got it. Paula, Nancy. Nancy, that's a new name. Are you new here, Nancy? Do you recognize that name, Nancy?
Nancy?
And Jean.
No.
No, new name. We like new people. Welcome. So, is it the highest suicide rates?
No, but I just found something that's interesting. Give me a second so I can format this, though. Yeah, it's really interesting.
And Vera, hi. Oh, I sent you that money, Vera. So she's halfway there, ready to get her flute. Bless her. I'm off now. Need to be up for school runs. We'll pop in and see you Thursday night when I drop Elaine off. Oh, that'd be lovely, Tracy. That'd be lovely. Do you want me to book you in a reading with me? Because I want to say thank you for picking up Elaine, for dropping Elaine off. I once fell asleep during a root canal procedure. You fell asleep? How can you fall asleep with root canal? Wow. That must have been some meditation. No, not new. Been a follower for Greg's work for a very long time. Well, welcome, Nancy. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Whatever, I'm not bothered. Just a hug and a catch up will do. Well, I'm going to leave that open to you, my lovely. It'd be lovely to see you. Oh, so God, yesterday was very busy reading wise, really busy. Nice though.
Okay, I'm almost done here.
How is everybody else? Tell us what you guys have been up to today. What have you been doing? It's in and it's over half the amount needed. I know, that's so lovely, Vera. You deserve it, you know, and everybody was so generous. They just wanted to, you know, give you some money towards it. So that was lovely. Night, Tracy. See you Thursday. Have a lovely day, Greg. It's 6 p.m. for you, isn't it?
Okay. So
Hi,
what
Dave.
I found are, I found an article, the 19 jobs you're most likely to kill yourself.
Banker.
All right, let me take a look. That's a good guess. Hang on.
Why don't we? Oh, why don't show it yet? Why don't we all have a guess? And you can tell us how right we are. What do you guys think?
My guess would have been dentist, and I might be right.
So what do you guys think? What do you think? What's the job? Ah, thank you. It's a very cheap necklace. I do like me blingy. Yeah, it's never that expensive. I've been making great necklaces all day today.
Psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist. Okay. How far are they on the list?
Let's take a look.
Jeff. Hi, Jeff. I'm a guitarist. Audition after songs learned. What do you think?
Psychiatrist is number 2. That would go with physicians, you know, doctors, because they're doctors also. So that would be number 2. Okay.
Wow. You would have thought, you know, they talk the talk, don't they?
You said bankers. That's number 5.
Is it?
And Nancy in the chat said bankers. And she also said attorneys and doctors. Attorneys. Let's see. Yeah, attorneys would be number 12.
Wow. Okay.
Lawyers. Yeah, lawyers.
What about a soldier? Paula says a soldier.
No.
No.
Not on the list.
Mind you, they're trying to stay alive. Let's face it, aren't they? So it would be strange saying I've had enough, guys, and just go into the gunfire. You know, you just know.
My guess was dentist, and that's number 3.
Okay. Veterans, says Jean.
Veterinarians, yes. Oh, veterans.
Veterans.
No, yeah.
Okay.
And that's but it's not. We're talking about jobs, so veterans isn't really a job. It's just a
no, I suppose not.
Status.
Hi, Sharon.
But I did say veterinarians under as a mistake, but and that's number 4. Believe it or not, veterinarians are that's the number 4.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Wow.
Well,
What do I think?
policeman. That's a great guess.
Policeman. Yeah, that's a good one. Mm.
Not on this list though. Didn't make the top 19 on this particular list. McDonald's workers. Then they throw them into the meat.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I like that one.
Well, let's take it. We'll take a couple more guesses, and then I'll read them off.
Senator.
Senator. I don't think politicians is on there either. No.
Mhm.
Take one more. Come on, give us one last guess here. Still got a bunch left. Actors and music arts. So artists of either kind. No. Nope. So number
Not on
19, natural scientists, like a scientist, just regular scientists. Number 18, pharmacists. 17, precision woodworkers. 16, electricians. 15, heat treating equipment operators. 14, farm managers. 13, lathe operators. 11, electrical equipment assemblers. 10, real estate sellers. That's interesting. 9, hand molders, whatever that is.
hand
8,
molders.
urban planners. 7, supervisors of heavy construction equipment. 6, chiropractors. And we got the next 4 or 5 rather. The number one, nobody guessed this. The number one job you're most likely to commit suicide with is a marine engineer. Go figure.
Who makes these up? I'm not sure. I'm not sure about these. Hollywood pedos. We wish, don't we, Ennis Horace?
Hollywood pedos.
Yeah. I think they do need to do one. I think they do.
Right?
Save everybody the the worry.
But how did we get on that topic?
I don't know. Oh, dentist, because I was talking about dentist, and you
That's right.
said,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's all your
I'm
fault.
still a little bit kind of my jaw's sore. You know where they hold it open, and you have to half an hour of holding your jaw open.
Mm-hmm.
But not too bad. I'm done for a bit.
Oh,
It's good.
I love you.
I love you.
Film at 11.
You look a bit sexy tonight. Mm-mm.
Thank you. So
Getting good at this.
getting better.
Mm.
Yeah. My thank yous are a little bit more sincere.
They are.
Instead
Hello,
of thank
Donna.
you.
Yeah, that was not sincere. No.
No. And we're just so grateful for everyone joining us here for our global predictions.
Please join in. If you've got any cards as well, please join in when we're asking the questions. It'd be lovely to see what you guys get.
I want to also request that I was looking at my YouTube numbers, and I know that people have already told us here, are part of our N5D family. They've said that YouTube has unsubscribed them from this channel. So make sure that you are subscribed. And my statistics are showing that only 8% of our subscribers are getting notifications. So make sure you click that, because they're going to unnotify you as well. They're going to take that away from you too. So if you haven't been unsubscribed, you may have been unnotified, so to speak. So make sure you're hitting that bell notification so you'll get updated for whenever we have chats like this, or date night, or spirit chat, or all the other things that we do here on N5D. Also, we have a big event coming up in a week and a half or so. 12 days.
Yeah, the conference.
Yep.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more people's details, but obviously I've been out of it today. I was
That's
at
okay.
Mum's, so I wasn't near my computer, so I can't send you over the bits and pieces. But
So that's a free online conference that Ali and
yeah,
I are hosting, N5B conference. So uh, stay tuned. I'll be creating a page on Facebook, an event page. So be sure if you're on Facebook, to agree to come to the event, and that way you'll get reminded as well. Like I said, it's free, so it's gonna be a
it's going to
12-hour
be
event. Join
brilliant.
us. Yeah, have some
We've
fun. And
got a lot of speakers, a lot of really good speakers, a lot
there's
of
one right now in chat, Christina Love.
yeah. Hello,
Yeah.
Christina. So Christina's going to be doing light language along with Cherie, and I think there are, I can't remember how many she said, but it's going to fill up the space. It's going to fill
Okay.
up. So it's the 29th of
Sunday.
May.
Yep.
Sunday the
Sunday
29th of May.
from 10 a.m. Eastern until 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Hi Donna. When am I teaching another tarot workshop? I'm doing level 3. I'm doing that. I'll soon tell you. Get my diary. And then I'll be going back to doing level 1 again. Level 3.
I was bragging about what a great teacher Ali is during my last spirit chat.
Oh, thank you. The proof is in the pudding, and I'm going to say this. I'm so proud of them. There's so many people that have come to the classes that are now out there professional. You know, and that says it, doesn't it? If it's a kind, caring, and a gentle shove at the right time, it's like,
Yes.
you can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Okay, Donna, starting at level 1. Yeah. So level 3 is going to be on Saturday, the 4th of June. So level 3 is good if you know all your cards. If you know all your cards, but I will be doing a little tarot lesson at the conference, and it will be 12:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. UK. So I'll be doing
So
a mini tarot.
I was just, card popped out while we were talking about the conference, and that was the 6 of Wands. So it's a very positive card for us for that.
Public acclaim. It's good.
Successful.
Okay, yeah. What's our first question, love?
Okay, well, we're going to look at the Hollywood A-listers. So I wrote down this in chicken scratch. Are they part of the club? Oh, yeah.
They all have to be, in order to get those big movies. Do they all have to be part of the club, or is it just some? My guides are saying one thing to me, but I want to see what the cards say as well.
Yeah, because, well, that's why, what's his face? Mel Gibson said, screw you. And he produced his own movie because he didn't want to be part of that club.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll let you answer first, and I'll jump in afterwards.
Okay. All right then. Right. Okay. Oh, one card's just flown out. Okay. Okay, I'll keep that to myself until I've got some more cards out, okay? So. Right. So the answer is the same as my guides have said, okay? The cards are saying it. It is, they are all kind of vetted first to see whether or not they would be, say, corruptible, to see whether or not they are open to how hungry they are for fame and fortune. And so I feel that they are assessed and if they can be manipulated, then they would be part of the club. But my feeling is there's not everyone, which is surprising, because myself, I've always thought that would be, that you know, in order to get those big movies, that's what you kind of had to do, you know, sell your soul and all of that. But no, it's not indicating that in the cards here. So yeah, some people just are not corruptible, just not corruptible. So what do you get, my love? Well, Paula says, I feel not everyone. That's why Mel Gibson has been blanked by the industry for years. He's better off without them, definitely. Hi, Carrie, love. And David, hello. And B, hello. Are you hiding, Mr. Prescott?
How do I? Hang on, I'm trying to.
Oh, add to stream.
There we go. There. Okay. So what I got was the Nine of Swords, and well, you know, look at the picture. What does that tell you right there? You know, there's worry, anxiety going on. So the question is, are all of them? This tells me that they're damn well aware of it, and all the shit that's going on in association. And I can't, you know what I'm talking about, and it has to do with plasma, kinda, and the drinking of certain things. They all know about it, and it keeps them up at night. Some of the people, it keeps them up at night. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they do know, and they are holding back and not speaking out like Mel Gibson, but Mel Gibson did hold back for a long, long time. You know, if you, okay, so let's put it out to everybody, okay? So if you was in the industry, you were an actor, you absolutely loved acting, and you were there and you knew these things were happening, but they were saying, if you say anything, we're going to kill your family, we're going to kill your children, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, or we're going to take your children, and don't even think about it. What would you do? What would you do? So yeah, it's hard, but I think now that there is the chance for them to speak out and make a difference, I think there's more and more of them speaking out now. I do believe that. And I think some of the people that are have passed away may not have actually passed away. They may be helping from the other side. You know, they may be, I don't know. It's like the question we need to ask for next week is, some people they say, like JFK's Jr. Is he still alive? You know,
Okay.
did he die in that airplane?
I think
this is what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Have these people been taken out, and you know, oh, they've passed away, but they haven't really. They're just kind of, they've got lots of information and they're helping from that side. It's worth a question.
All right, I think that's great. We'll next week we'll ask about JFK Jr. That's a great start for next week.
Hi, Carla.
Yeah, I said. I have to apologize for this. Subject line shows 10th of May. Well, if you refresh your page, it'll show the 17th, but I accidentally, thank you for pointing that out, I accidentally put the 10th. But no, at least on the invite, I can't do it on Allie's channel because I can't access her YouTube channel, but I can access mine, and it now says the correct date. You're watching live. You're not watching something a week old.
No, we're here. So Paula says, they know but don't partake. That's why many take to drink and drugs. It's too much to deal with. I feel that you're right, Paula. That feels absolutely right to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard. What I would do though, if it was me, I would secretly be giving information. That's what I would be doing. So
Well, like
I'd
hinting at it, or being a
hinting at it,
whistleblower
or
kind of
I'd
thing.
be, when they do it anonymously, details and things like that. That's what I would do. That would be the only way I could, in my conscience. It's like be a spy. So yeah, what would you do if you was in that situation? Because you could have made it big in music. I mean, you're very talented. What would you do?
I'd like to think I wouldn't have succumbed to that.
Well, of course you wouldn't. But no, what I mean is, if they threatened your family, they threatened me. They said, that they're going to do these things to my grandchildren, to everybody that you know. What would you do? Would you speak out? What would you do?
I'd quit.
You'd quit. I would like to think I would
Yeah.
do what
I'd
Mel
come up with
Gibson's
some
done.
excuse. Oh, I got carpal tunnel. I can't play guitar anymore, or something like that. But after quitting, I would find ways to get it out, and it also, because I was already in that business, I'd have connections in there, and I'd be able to maybe write a book under a pseudonym
Yes,
and tell the inside story of what's really going on.
I like that. I like that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's our next question, my love?
Oh, okay.
Unless anyone else has got anything more.
Yeah. Does anyone else have? Are you guys doing the cards with us? If you are, let us
Yeah,
know what you're seeing on your end.
I think Paula's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Carrey is very outspoken about that topic. Yeah, you're right, Nancy. Is he playing both sides? I'm not sure. Maybe that's something we need to ask as well. Is Jim Carrey playing both sides? And is he playing Joe Biden?
Okay.
That's out there. They're saying that, behind the mask.
Shall
My
we do
feeling,
that now about
why
Jim
not?
Carrey? All right. Yeah.
Why not?
Let's do it.
Okay. So if you want to play out there, find out some information about Jim Carrey. Tune into Jim Carrey and see, which side is he on, or is there something else happening? Okay. Okay. I feel as if I've got to ask about the past. Ask about the past and the present.
Okay.
Okay. So I heard you then, darling. So
Oh, you
sometimes
did.
you can hear the people, sometimes you can't. Who's in? Yeah. Anyway, I feel, well, the cards are saying it may not even be Jim Carrey.
Well, you were saying about the past. What do you mean about the past? Was
I don't
he?
know.
Because
Was
how
he a player in that game? Was he playing both
that's
sides?
well that's kind of how I interpreted the question was, but you're not answering it that way.
Well, I kind of in my head have said, what about the past?
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask about the present and then the future. But I've got a very strange card for the past. I've got this one.
Wow.
So that either says that they done away with him, or they threatened death, something like that. It was like, it wasn't good for him, okay, at that time. Oh, okay. So as I look on the cards, because these are what Tarot by Janine, her interpretations. I've been studying how she's she's doing and what she thinks of these cards. So I've obviously got my own. He may be a clone. Yeah, I don't know, Nancy. What do you think with this card? So this might mean that it says in prison. So I think, looking at this, he was arrested and he was threatened with death, or he could stay out of prison but infiltrate and stay in the dark side of things and bring out information and play kind of the games that he's playing. So I'm going to ask after you do your bit about Biden. Okay. He was pinned down, Carrie says. Yeah. Or maybe a walk-in. Is he a clone? Ideas on financial markets, especially 8 to 9 hours from now, and especially Bitcoin. Mars transiting past Neptune. Exact. I don't know much about astrology things. Greg, you know more about that than I do. Oh, we love you too, Diana. Anyway, over to you, darling. I'll come back and do some more in a minute.
All right, so yeah, there we go. So the past, the card I got for Jim Carrey in the past is the Two of Pentacles. So that's a very positive card. It's he's juggling things. He's remember back in the day when he was on In Living Color, and what was it, Fire Marshal Bob or something like that? He was a riot. I used to love a lot of his stuff. So yeah, I think he was just trying to make a name for himself in the past, and doing it in a good, honest way. And then the present, I got the Knight of Wands. And so this is when he started building on his career. He's, it's a youthful, the Knight's a youthful character, and Jim started building on his career at this point, and he ended up doing lots of different, like The Mask, like Ali was saying, and what's that one where he's the Truman Show?
Pet Detective as well.
Pet Detective, yeah. There's all sorts of really cool movies that he did, and that many of us have watched and enjoyed. And I thought, okay, well, what's the future? What's his future? And the card I got is the Emperor card, and this is a father figure type of person. So he's earned a name for himself in Hollywood, and a lot of people are looking up to him. Although he's doing things in a very odd way right now. But I wanted some clarification on this, so I drew another card, and here we go again. Nine of Swords. So while I think he's, he pretty much sold his soul, which got him the admiration and a lot of great, A-list movies. But it's weighing on his mind. That's what I got.
What about now? Is that still the past, or is that the present? I can't hear you.
Oh, I just said that was now. This is what right now he got this, in the clarification was that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I felt that he infiltrated. He infiltrated because he was caught. Basically, that's what I think. He was caught, or Maybe if things were weighing on his mind, did he go and make a deal? Did he actually make a deal? What do you think?
I think it was made somewhere between now and, well, now it was probably done now, when he made that deal. As he's growing, he's becoming more popular. He's getting all these wonderful roles for movies, and but gosh, he he came out with all this spiritual stuff that was beautiful, and then all of a sudden he talks all this liberal craziness on
Yes.
top of that.
Yep.
And I God, I've laughed so much and so hard at some of
Oh my
his
God,
stuff
yeah.
in the past. And brilliant material.
But has there been anything recently that you've laughed at?
No.
I wonder whether or not he's not a clone, or I mean, I would say, to do with clones, my logical mind, since Dolly the sheep, that you can't tell me that they have not. There was something. There was a. Did you see me look up just then?
Mm-hmm.
There was something bright white whirling around my living room then.
Wow.
That was really strange. Okay, so so to do with clones, when I think about it logically, Dolly the sheep, that's way back. What 10 years, 15 years? I don't know, maybe more. You can't tell me that they stopped with that experimenting. They absolutely did not stop. Just as they didn't stop experiments, the Nazis. They didn't stop experimenting and doing all their horrific. They just did it down in the dumps. And so cloning would be part of that. So, that advancement, I feel, with the help of off-worlders, I do believe that there could be clones out there. I do believe that. So, could he be a clone? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're kind of up in the air, aren't we, with Jim Carrey? What about, is he playing Biden?
Okay, let's take a peek. Go ahead.
Oh, one card flew out then. See, this is tricky because I've got to do both. I've got to do what my guides have already told me, and also what then the cards say, because sometimes they do differ. So I'm going to go with that. So to do with Biden, and I feel that there are two parties playing Biden. So when they're rolling out Biden and he's quite coherent, and it's good speeches and things like that, and he's not too out there, that is the black hats playing him, rolling him out. And then sometimes when he is he's there and he is basically gone a bit la, that is the white hats trying to wake people up. So, and because the black hats are not going to be saying, hey, how dare you televise Biden, we were going to roll him out today, how dare you do. They're not going to be saying that, are they? So I feel as if both are playing this game, but none are real. None are real. So as far-fetched as that is, that's what my guides are saying. What do the cards say? My cards say, I feel that if Jim might be working for the Dark Ones. I don't want to believe that. Because the first card out is the Vatican, bad guys. When I asked about Jim and Biden, cooperating, has made agreements, failing, and lost. So I feel that this is under death threat, though. So it's that's basically what they're saying. So There you go. What do you think, my love?
Okay, well, first card I got, death. So endings, finality, transformation, right? So I just needed, all right, let's draw another card and see, you know, what more we can find out about that. And this explains a lot. So the next card I got was the moon, which is, you know, fear, anxiety, and illusion. So
Deception.
deception, yeah. So
Mm.
I honestly, my guts tell me no, he's not playing Biden, but cards are saying otherwise.
I think he's playing Biden. I thought he was playing Biden for the good guys, but he's not. He's playing it for the bad guys.
Thing is, you know, just like Johnny Depp, they're both actors, and there's a huge distraction going on right now. So
There is. My feeling, isn't it funny? Okay, so what have I said to you about the Biden and Heard trial? Now, here in England,
Depp and
we
Heard. You said
would
Biden.
not. Sorry?
You said Biden and Heard.
Oh,
You meant
sorry.
Depp. Depp.
I'm Deb.
I know what you meant, but just
Yeah.
yeah.
So here in England, it's absolutely fascinating to us in England that a court case is televised. Everything is secret, and if anybody says anything, the court case is shut down. So this is right out there in the open. And of course, Depp and Heard is quite well, she's not well known, but he is. And
Yeah.
so of course that's fascinating. So worldwide, because his films have gone worldwide, everybody is glued to it and watching it, and that's deliberate. But what I feel is it's deliberate so that we get used to seeing a court case live and seeing, because there's going to be trials coming up. And these trials are going to start off a little bit shocking, and they're going to gradually get worse, to get us kind of used to what's going on. But I do feel that the trials are coming up soon. And that's what this is about. This, not all of it. I mean, this is real. I think that, yeah, they're getting, they're both fuckwits, really. I mean, for putting up with a violent relationship is so difficult. I mean, there's people out there who have been stuck in a violent relationship and are scared to get out of it, but that is not what Heard is. She is not. She literally goes around chasing after him always, and he's trying to say, I don't want to fight anymore, I'm walking away, and she's just chasing. When you're kind of in fear of that guy half killing you, what she said, she wouldn't be chasing after him, she wouldn't be goading him. So anyway, it's a bit of a pantomime, but we're all kind of glued to it, and I think that's getting us used to what's coming. But
Not
anyway.
all of us. I haven't watched 1 minute of that court
No,
case.
I enjoyed the process of it. Here in England, it's very new to us. Remember, we do not get chance to see this. This is all very, very new. So I like psychology and that type of thing as well.
So
Ooh.
NS Horace is asking any thoughts on Hollywood inbreeding.
Okay.
This, I think this just, it's not really a card question, just any thoughts on it. And I'll just jump in real quick. Yeah. You, what do you think?
Is there inbreeding? I feel as if it starts from the royal family. Sorry.
Sure. Yeah. It's not just that, but you know, I on the N5D Telegram page, and
Bloodline.
I think I posted it on Facebook as well. I posted these pictures of famous people who, you know, from the past and now, they look like doppelgangers almost. So inbreeding, perhaps, cloning, perhaps, you know, a little of everything. Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's to do with bloodlines. It goes back to kind of like the Rothschilds, and I don't know how
Mm-hmm.
much we're allowed to say, but anyway, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone who has joined us recently, and
Yeah.
you're watching our global predictions. We've made a few predictions already about Hollywood A-listers. Are they part of the club? We talked about what else? World. Jim Carrey. Um,
Can we go back and see some of the messages? Because some of them are really good from
yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
Um,
Pull them up.
yeah, so we've got, so Fern said, Greg's second card showed a volcano that was looking like it was erupting, that he was looking towards, like he saw something. So I think he does know things. I do think, he's aware. And Paula, his artwork is heavy. I watched an interview with him in New York doing his painting. He was traumatized. So yeah, a lot of them, that's why there's a lot of suicides, is because they've seen so much, and the time that they're seeing all of these things, they're high on the achrome. I'm just going to call it achrome, if you know what I mean. The that substance, and so they get a frenzy, and so it feels unreal, like it's like they're probably other drugs as well that they're taking at that time, and so they get on this high, and yeah, they've all seen things. I think some of them think, was it a dream? Some of them kind of know it wasn't. So yeah, it's a heavy load. Doesn't excuse them, absolutely bloody not. It doesn't excuse them. I'm just saying that it's going to come out in paintings, and it's going to come out sometimes in songwriting and things like that. So if you listen to songs and you listen to some of the lyrics, and knowing what you know now, it's all there.
There's a lot of comedians. Why do they turn to comedy? Because many of them are depressed. Oftentimes, many of them even are suicidal or had thoughts of suicide. So
Yep.
yeah, when his art is pretty dark. Um, it's concerning, I would say, but um, you know that's one thing about these comedians. They could snap, and bless them for coming into our worlds, for lightening up the world while they're still up and coming, and bringing their comedy to the rest of us. Because like I said, at times, man, he was super funny.
Yeah. So Dolly the sheep was to tell us that they could do it. They have been able to clone humans since 1930s, according to Seth Green, I believe. Yeah. I do believe. So Lava Girl says lots of celebrities are going ghost. Clones are real. I think even Trump could be a clone. I think Trump has clones. I think he does. And I think it all depends on the threat. Do you remember there was one time where he comes out sometimes with a hat down, and he comes out without a tie on? There's other times that he comes out with a tie on, no hat, or the hat up a little bit. There's different things going on. Angela, who we do remote viewing with, she basically has said that at one point he was wearing trousers backwards. Did anybody see that? Yeah.
No.
And the other thing is Biden's lady, what's her name? His wife. I don't know what her name
Jill.
is. Jill. She was wearing a dress backwards. Go back and watch it. Put it in YouTube, a clip, and it will come up with it. Yeah. But it's like subliminal messages are being sent out there. I don't know what they are. I have no idea. I'm not that clued up on it. But
there's an interesting question. And talking about comedians who were suicidal, right?
yes.
Wonder what Robin Williams saw. He was such a sensitive soul.
Yeah. 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 I
Another
agree.
one that was super funny, but he had to have seen something because he was on the A list, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
And there's a few other movies, but yeah. And because a lot of people, you look at them, you think they'd never sell their soul, but it's going to be shocking to see all the people that actually have, whether they're actors, actresses, musicians. Yeah.
That's it. I agree with that. Divination, I agree with that. Agreed. They can choose fake death or public humiliation. Yeah. I think that is the choice of the Queen. Yeah. They say a lot of things are going to start kicking off when they say London Bridge is burning. When they say that, which is the death of somebody who the hierarchy begins with Queen. I don't know if you can say those words together. London's burning and that together. I didn't.
The name on the screen, divination.
Divination. Oh yeah. Sorry. I am sorry.
Okay. Oh man, thank you, Phil, for the super chat.
Oh.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Wheel of Fortune number and the Tower card was in the numbers today. Oh.
Wheel of Fortune number in the Tower. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Is that demented cartoon we're living in? Something very odd is happening. Oddness from people. I think we're kind of watching this play out, and it's difficult to find out what is real and what is the movie, and a lot of it is like a movie, but people are getting hurt, and so the movie has to stop very soon, because I think people can't take this anymore. They're now saying there's going to be a shortage of baby milk here in England. I don't know if it's over there.
10 months. Yeah, 10 month. It's going to be backed up.
Yep.
Yep. So
now.
Divination also went on to say Carrie also performed as a woman during In Living Color, and you'll see that a lot. And I think that's one of the signs that they've
changed,
that they sold their souls. They dress up as the opposite sex, and you'll see that with so many male, especially actors, dressing up as females. It's a sick way of catching them, or maybe that's their way of saying, okay, yeah, I just sold my soul. I'll do anything you want.
Yeah. Yeah, comedian Dave Chappelle disappeared for 10 years. Then the guy that looked almost like him, looked nothing like him, reappeared. And isn't funny.
Yeah, he was all muscular when he came back and like on steroids or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next question, my love?
Next one is the United Nations. Are they going down? Because we know they're full of shit. They're globalists and they're pushing an agenda. So
it's no good asking, is the United Nations corrupt? Because we just know it is. So we need to know what's happening with them now. Yeah.
So what specifically would the question be? What's going on right now with them, and what is their demise in the future, or what can we expect from them in the future? Okay,
so around them now and then the future as well. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I've got to leave those out because they just did not want to go back in the pack. Okay. Okay. Well, this is the two cards that came flying out, and it is the the star, which in Tarot by Janine's terms is the off-worlders. So I feel as if they are helping the off-worlders. They are helping to, I feel, keep the United Nations at bay. Kind of, they will intervene if they have to. They will intervene. And victory, achievement, trying to be seen, big show. So that to me indicates that they are all show. They're show, but there's nothing else to them. I don't feel as if there's much money. It's like when we did last week and we were looking at Soros and why Soros didn't buy Twitter, because there's no money. That has all been frozen, and they can't get the money. It's like there's been so many things shut down. They can't print money anymore. So a lot of that, and so I feel as if it's all being helped by the off-worlders. When on my computer, every time I get a new tab up, I have this bloody news, the normal news, all the stories. I took a photograph of a couple of them because you can see their agenda and what they're going to plan next. And the first thing out was, we will soon be seeing UFOs. It's like, here we go. Here comes an invasion. We know it. Do you know what I mean? And they're just getting you ready for it. You can tell by that. It's like it's advised not to take the Gibby, the next one, until there's a new variant. So don't get it yet. If there's a new variant, then we'll have to rethink it. And guess what? There's a new variant. So anyway, over to you.
Alrighty. So right now, what's going on with the United Nations? Well, they're pushing that a globalist agenda, right? And they tried to get us all with the jab, and they thought they had this. This is what they think they have right now, the world. What's going to happen though with them in the future? So, first card I got is the Four of Cups. So, you look at this guy, there's a lot on his mind, and that's what we're looking at as a collective for the United Nations. There's a lot on their minds right now. Thinking, rethinking, contemplation, lots going on. So I drew another card, just, okay, what more can we glean from this? And we got the Eight of Swords, which is fear, anxiety, worry, not really knowing what's going on. You see the blindfold on them. They're up in the air. They're panicking. And I think they already know that we've already won. The Patriots are in control. So I'd say this is a pretty positive sign. While right now they're thinking, okay, we got the world, but they know what's coming, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. Ali?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's they're definitely the bad guys. I feel that the Vatican they're kind of no longer in charge. I don't feel. And the UN, it's like they've got no leader. It feels as if they're scattered. There's no leadership as such. It's like they're all over the place, so they couldn't organize anything to do anything anyway. And there's no money. There's no money because you have to pay people off in order to keep undercover. There has to be people paid off, and if there's no money there to be paid off, they can't do anything. So,
yeah. Well, just give a quick shout out to Maria. Maria, thank you for the super sticker.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
They're fighting near the entrance of the other world. Did you all know that? Near the entrance. Is this the underworld? Or what? I'm not sure what you're saying there, Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to know what you mean. Yeah.
She said Mount Buchegi? I never heard of that.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin.
Archangel Michael agrees they're going down.
They
Damn right.
are going down. Yeah. They truly are.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. I totally agree.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Moving on, because we got like 15 minutes before our date night coming up after this. And
USA and Romania did a joint mission into the Golden Mountain. Where's the Golden Mountain? This is news. We need to know these things. Very interesting. Let us know what you know.
Our next topic is World War III. It was announced. I think the United Nations was saying that we're in World War III, and I think they're full of crap.
Can't feel it. I don't feel it.
No, it's more of that fear propaganda bullshit. But there's the question for you: are we in World War III? Is it on? Is it on right now?
All right. Okay. So, no, it's just fear mongering. That's just like something to keep you. Another thing to keep you. Another thing to keep you awake at night. That's all that is. It's like, yes, there has been a war going on in the background. There has been, but it's between light and dark. It's not a world war though. It is a world energy. We are in the middle of, fighting, and the reason why Greg and I thought that this would be a good idea to do the global predictions, because we've all got to kind of keep upbeat. It's important, especially at this time, because a lot of people are getting they're getting frustrated that nothing's visibly happening. But if you actually look carefully, you can see things are happening. They are really happening. I know people want more, but it's not going to be everything changed. It's only been going on, this big changes, this kind of planned change has only been going on since Trump came along, really. It's because there's nobody fighting for the people other than him, in the political realm, in that, because he's not corruptible. He wasn't corruptible, and that's what changed things. So everything is upside down. It's like everything is turned on its head. So what they want us to believe is there's a world war going on, when actually there's a lot more people with love in their hearts. There's a lot more people who are connecting spiritually, who are lifting their vibrations up, and that the more those vibrations are building, the more we're going to go up from 3D up to 4D, up to 5D. That's what is going on. And so the war is because the darker side does not want that to happen, has never wanted that to happen. And that's why they keep us suppressed. And that's why they don't want us to be spiritual. They don't want us to be psychic. They don't want all that. So in my opinion, I think it's just an illusion. The moon card, it is an illusion. So yeah, they just want us to believe. They want us to believe that we're failing, that there's something else to worry about. Over to you, my love.
Okay, well, it's exactly what I thought. What's going on right now with United Nations and pushing the war agenda. Yeah, look at this, 7 of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of swords or wands rather pointed right now, being pointed, challenging, competition. Right, that's basically war right there. So yeah, that's what they're pushing. That's what they believe in. But are we? Is that what we're gonna get? What are we gonna get out of this? And this is what I got. 4 of Wands. We're gonna celebrate. There's joy. This is like a homecoming kind of thing. Balloons and streamers, and everyone's happy, celebrating. It's gonna backfire on them, and that's where the celebration comes in for us, baby.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I couldn't find it.
I got
yeah,
you.
we need to have a look at this. Where was that? Look. But he sold the backs. So that's always been a tricky one. We've talked about this, haven't we, before?
Yep.
My feeling is that when it's like the world was going to be locked down for a very, very long time, that was the idea of the control. So he had to create something. And what he created, I feel, was nothing in it. It was like saline, that something got tampered with. And he has to keep on the right side of all the people, being in the middle, neutral. So if he picks a side and says, I mean, to me, it's inexcusable. That's
Yep.
how I feel. It's totally inexcusable what he's doing. I'm only surmising what it could be, what could be going on. I suppose if you imagine if he came out and says, don't take this, what about all the normies? Would they vote for him? Would he lose loads of people who would be voting for him legitimately? See what I mean? And the thing is, it has to be that he wins legitimately. And so he's having to play that middle road.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I've got the same issues, as Horace, NS Horace there, about a lot of us do.
Yeah, we do.
Because many of us, my parents ended up getting all the jabs and follow-ups after Trump got his. So unfortunately, my parents are fine right now. But how many people pay the ultimate price because of that? So yeah, I got an issue with that.
Of course, I think a lot of people out there have, and that's the only war that's going on. The war is between the light and the dark, and everything else that goes on with the war behind the scenes. So, but I don't know. It's like it's all going to come out. I think if you watch the news now, it actually is all there. It's just it comes out very slowly and very carefully. And just like the 9 and then the 11, that was all a big conspiracy thing. It was all your conspiracy theorists. Don't be so ridiculous. Stop being so ridiculous. It's nothing that couldn't possibly happen. And that was years ago when we was all talking about it. But now 9 out of 10 people say there was something else going on there. So these things, they start off as a ridiculous ploy, ridiculous. Why would you think that? And then later on it becomes, and that's what it's going to be like with this COVID. That's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like, well, of course it was a hoax. Of course it was this. Of course it was that. I mean, I do believe that there is a, right, it's out there. I do. but it's and it was not from a bat. It was from a lab.
I agree. Yep.
So
I agree. Anyway.
I'm having to be careful. We're having to be careful with what we say, guys. So sorry if you don't understand what we mean. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do we are you willing to tackle that one?
We could tackle that one next week.
Okay.
I'll write that down because we got to get moving here. You know, I know you want to have some time in between this show and the next.
Just a little, not a lot.
Okay, so I got that written down. 2 of the topics we'll be talking about next week are JFK Jr. and does the jab prevent spiritual awakening? Yeah. So
every single person in my husband's family, that's all the family I have, including him, got it. And 2 starting to have problems. My auntie's starting to have problems, really, really bad problems.
Wow.
Yeah. To do with clotting and things. So yeah.
All right, let's tackle our last question here.
What is it? I can't remember.
The banking collapse.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know,
okay.
Everyone's hearing about, okay, you know, there's a QFS and you know, some people are, we tackled the story of Nasara Jasara, and what we came up with a couple weeks ago is that something is on its way. It may not necessarily be Nasara or Jasara, but something that will benefit humanity and mankind is on its way. So in conjunction with that, when will the banking collapse occur? Will it be this year? Is it in the near future or distant future?
All right.
Okay.
You want to go first this time?
No.
Okay.
You're the pro.
I'm not. No.
I'm just the supporting cast.
No, darling.
Yes.
I'm not having that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's interesting. Wow.
Oh, okay. So my first card out is this 6 of Pentacles. And to me, that's about an exchange. And I feel that whatever your money is, it's going to be exchanged for something else. That is what's happening. There seems to be an exchange from one to the other. Okay, that's what's going on. The Ace of Swords. So all the aces when it comes to Janine's version here is a yes. That's a yes. It's like new ideas. You've got it's been taking a long time, but their hands have been tied to a certain degree. Okay, so it's like they've had to hold up the banking system while the other system slips in underneath, and so it's just going to be a smooth transition. You know, we've got the eight of Pentacles here working on it in time, making the money system. So it is all, yeah, the banking system's coming down. I don't feel as if, I think it's going to be this year for sure. I don't feel as if it's going to go longer than that. But I do believe that there is some infighting going on as well, which for some of them, they want it all to happen. They want it all to happen now, and for others it's not. It's like not the right time. So there is still hoarding of money going on. There is still some bad guys out there, you know, who are affecting the money situation, and so they can't really bring in this good money system all the time that there's still influences and things like that happening. But this is the good soldiers card, the good military, gets to the bottom of things, integrity, won't give up. So yeah, they are not going to give up with this. They are going to keep pushing forward, and eventually we will have that celebration time. It is coming. And I asked that question to do with this year, like imminently now and this year. That's what I was asking there. And so, yeah, it's like military strategies, warriors, calculating moves, secret team. This is the original generals. Okay, the military generals are behind this change that's coming. And to me, it feels, when I look at that other card, when I see there's other people who are manipulating still, there's still manipulators. That to me is like it's like there's infiltration in with the new system. They keep finding odd infiltrators, the dark hats trying to pretend to be the white hats. So that is what's happening. There's something like that. So it's about weeding out. And yes, it's going to happen, but they cannot do it unless all the weeds have been taken out and exposed, and for it to never come back. And so, as frustrating as it is, it's best to wait until it's the actual time. But I feel that there's a lot of people already who are seeing what's happened. My mum had 2 credit cards wiped. She had 2 credit cards wiped, and that was it last year, I think. So there's a lot of people. There's people that are saying there's odd things happening. People are trying to pay their taxes and they can't. Or people are trying to pay debts and they're saying there is none. So it is starting off, and it is slowly. So keep an eye out. Keep the positivity going, though. Keep that, because your mind is creating the future. So over to you.
Okay, with your mom having 2 credit cards wiped out, maybe she should pay your rent for the next year on one of them. And get me a new guitar.
She already does help me out, bless her.
Just kidding, anyway. So, okay, well, what I looked into is what's going on right now with the banking collapse. And for the most part, the Federal Reserve and U.S. petrodollar and all that fun stuff. The card I drew for what's going on right now is the 4 of Pentacles. And you see this guy, and he's like hoarding his money, right? He's guarding it. There might be scarcity going on. Perhaps. Yes. Yeah. I was thinking about that when you were reading.
Same card.
Yeah. So savings, security, all that good stuff, and like what Ali said, hoarding, so that's what's going on right now. They're clinging to what they still have. What's going to go on in the future with this banking collapse? Will it actually finally collapse? Celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. 4 of Wands. So celebration, joy. Yeah. Bam.
Celebration.
Yep. I think that's a pretty marked confirmation about what's happening there. Yeah.
It is. That's another good one for next time. What's the percentage of people who got the jibby jab, woke up, and did they know it's no good for them? I think they're all waking up now. They are all understanding that their immune system is not good. Yeah. I will say, though, and like I say to some people around me who've had that jab,
mm-hmm.
The chances are there's batches that are like the death batches. There's batches of them. Am I not allowed to say that?
No, I was looking at this.
Oh, Yeah, so there's batches of them, and you hear of like family members who all went together, and they're all kind of
Yes,
there.
yes.
If they haven't got huge amounts of symptoms, I'm hoping that it's because they didn't get that batch.
Might have been
They didn't get
saline.
that particular
Yeah.
batch. So it might have been saline. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So when this first came out, my guides kept saying saline, saline, saline. That's what they kept saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that they were tampered with. They were tampered with.
Or intentionally put out the way it was so it wouldn't be as conspicuous. So only, this, 5% of people will have an immediate reaction. Another 5% might have a delayed reaction instead of everybody that gets it coming down with that reaction. So,
yeah.
One other thing we were going to talk about, and we're going to bring this up next week, is about Facebook and YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
Oh, we're also on Facebook too right now. Hi, Facebook.
Hi, Facebook. It's going to be fine. Don't you worry about it.
We're talking about both of you next week.
All going to be fine.
Yeah. So, anything you want to wrap up on?
Only there's some people in the chat who are talking about their parents and people that are not well at the moment. We'll light a candle for them. We're going to put our best intentions out there. And, it's not that everybody who's had it is going down that bad route. I truly believe that we can get past this, and it will happen. And lots of the love vibrational energy really does help. But to get your mindset in order, if people around you are having symptoms, it's best not to tell them anything. I know that sounds crazy. It's like, well, I told you not to have it. It's best not to say anything.
At that point, yeah, it doesn't
because
work.
what they're doing, then they will then create more of it and more fear. And sometimes you then think to yourself, oh, what's happening with my blood now? What's happening with this? And it's then an affirmation. So that's just my advice. I would say just send them love, send them healing and positivity as much as possible.
Ultimately, we never die anyway. So yeah, it sucks kind of losing some of our loved ones earlier than what we should have. But this entire lifetime is really just a blink of the eye in the scope of eternity.
Yeah.
We'll see our loved ones again. I lost my sister, Lola, back in 2011. She visits me in my dreams. I'll see her again.
Yeah.
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 It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much, there's so much going on. And, like I think Doreen just said, some people have agreed to do this to enlighten the others. They've agreed
to help create that awareness. Yeah.
And it's this planet has never gone through what it's gone through ever before in history. Never ever has it gone through this. And it's like I had a vision when I was doing a meditation, and I saw, it's like, imagine a big pool, and it's like a looking glass. Okay. And we are the looking glass. They're looking at us. They're all around, gathered around. It's like coming from far around. That's off-worlders and everybody going, oh, they're doing it. They're going into 4D. They're doing it. Keep going. Don't give up. They're so excited.
Celebration.
They're so excited.
Hell yeah.
It's ready to go, and they're just waiting for that tipping point. And we're doing it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
So I guess at that point, we'll wrap it up right there. We're going to be back. Ali and I will be back for date night at 8 o'clock. So in about half an hour, a little less than half an hour from now, we'll be back on for date night. Just want to remind you guys, I got on N5D Quantum Tie-Dye, got this sale, buy 3, get 1 free. The code is right below right now. It's not on there, but the code is LOVE N5D. LOVEIN 5D. Ali?
I don't have any offer. My offer ran out. It's not there anymore. So the $60, I'm afraid, for an hour
Yep.
has finished. I will do another offer maybe later. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't got round to me thinking about that yet. I was supposed to today, but my head was not there. It's been drilled into.
We would like to thank everyone for joining us here live on the N5D YouTube channel on Psychic Ali, and also on simulcasting on Facebook as well. If you're watching on the recorded version, thank you for joining us. We'll look forward to reading your comments whenever you put them below the video. And I just want to say once again, thanks again for joining us, and love you all. Ali?
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better myself. Isn't he lovely? He's so lovely. I so love you, Mr. Prescott.
I'm crazily and madly in love with you.
We work very well.
We're a team.
Especially with you guys. You've all joined in and everything, and we've loved you joining in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Love all the comments that you guys are making and how you interact with one another as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
We'll see you in about half an hour.
Yep. See you then. Bye, everyone.
Bye.